We're in a time where you might be feeling stress, anxiety, uncertainty, frustration, overwhelm, many different feelings. And would you be interested in learning how to use mindfulness as a way to not completely block or escape those feelings, right? Because it's not so much that they aren't valid, right? Given what's happening in the world, I'm seeing teachers who are having to completely change their way of teaching, who have taught without much technology for their whole careers, having to teach online. Seeing parents having their kids home, learning at home, working from home, being out of work, all kinds of changes. And the feelings that we're having are not feelings to completely run away from, but they're also not necessarily feelings to live in every day, all day. Right? When you have that impulse, maybe you've had to run out to get some food, that, oh my gosh, I need to wash my hands. That's good. You want that sort of anxious thought to pop up. But then you want it to settle down, and you want to be able to then create a space for yourself that you can be in that's more pleasant, right? Where you're noticing what's happening outside, but you're also able to maintain control over what you're feeling inside. So mindfulness is sort of two different things. There's the act of mindfulness meditation, short bursts of meditation, and there's mindfulness for creating a mindset, right? So a little bit of mindfulness meditation can kind of help you start to feel more calm and give you a sense of the agency that you have over your feeling. And you can learn to begin to adopt a mindset that kind of lets you live in that space readily and easily over time with practice. So I encourage you to start small. And if you'd like to stay along now, I'm going to give you a little bit of mindfulness meditation with some suggestions and some tips on how you can use your own mindfulness, even self-hypnosis, to notice the feelings you're having, notice the message that they're communicating, maybe about how you need to adapt some things about the future, right? Anxiety, which is, thinking about the future, we kind of need to be thinking about the future, but with that sort of overwhelm, it becomes unmanageable anxiety, right? That's really what it is, right? When there's so much focus on the future that the present moment is, just feeling all kinds of ways you don't want to feel. So we want to be paying attention to our feelings. We want to be learning from them, seeing what they're telling us about how to transform and how to shift and how to change during these times that, this might be the normal for a little while. So whether that's 2 weeks, 2 months, less or more, we don't know. So I invite you to join me now for a few minutes of mindfulness meditation, and know that as you follow along, just match what's happening in your head and try to follow along in your body with what I'm directing you to do. And know that you're cultivating a new mindset, that any bit or piece of what we do together in this mindfulness for anti-anxiety, you can take and use it. So the first thing I want to invite you to do, to join with me, is to just loosen your jaw and drop the back of your tongue to the bottom of your mouth as though it's heavy. It's almost like you're about to bite into a piece of fruit that's juicy that you're looking forward to eating. When you loosen your jaw and drop your tongue, you can do that while you're teaching an online class. You can do that while you're walking down the street. It starts to tell the nervous system to calm down and downregulate. Those of you who might be familiar with the central nervous system know that the vagus nerve, which is one of the 12 cranial nerves, controls our gut, our heart, our lungs. It really also feeds back into the brain how we want to feel. So if the vagus nerve is picking up on shortness of breath and tension in the body and a tight jaw and a tight tongue, ready to speak, ready to fight, ready to act, it's going to be preparing the body to act. But if you need to be more relaxed, which all of us really need to be when we're home, loosening your jaw, dropping your tongue, no matter what you're doing, will start to bring the nervous system down. Start to tell the nervous system, hey, it's safe. I can be relaxed. There's nothing, to protect me from. I've done what I need to do. Remember, it's not about just ignoring the feelings. It's about what are they here for. So now I'll invite you to close your eyes, drop your jaw, drop your tongue, and just notice the natural tendencies of your breath. Notice the sensations in your body. You don't have to lean into them all the way, but just notice what's there. With your eyes closed, maybe pausing at the end of your next exhale, letting your body know there's no rush. Each day, as you adjust to this new way of living, hour by hour, you might notice opportunities to be more at ease, to be more productive, to be more energized, relaxed. People you haven't talked to in a while, making a quick phone call to check in. Noticing something in the house that could use some tending to, a closet that could be cleaned, a counter that could be wiped, a meal to cook. Just noticing the naturalness of your breath, slowing it down naturally, and moving your awareness around your body and noticing the sensations that you have inside. Any thoughts or dialogue going on in your mind just brings you right back inside. You can even slow down the voice in your head. And you might resist that at first. You might even resist the slowing down of my voice now. But just notice that your nervous system, as you practice and as you try, can get used to this new way. Breathing into your gut and noticing the sensations in your gut. Maybe you have butterflies or tension, or maybe it's relaxed. Your gut is letting you know through its feelings where your motivation lies, where you'll get traction in life. And as things change, really getting a sense of the intelligence of your gut, right? That gut feeling, that gut instinct. You have 100 million neurons in your gut. You know, you have 100 billion in your brain, but there's a lot of cognition happening in your gut that's mostly unconscious unless you place your awareness on it and breathe into it. Right in that vagus nerve, connecting your gut to your heart, moving your awareness up your body, breathing in through your heart, noticing as you breathe out the sensations that you have. Your gut, your heart. There's thinking happening there. You have 50,000 or so neurons in your heart, 40 to 50,000. For a small organ that's mostly muscle, that's a lot of neurons. As you move your awareness around your chest and your heart, noticing the sensations, the feelings in your chest and heart, the tension, the relax, the warmth, the cold, whatever it might be, is sort of like your compass to know what options and opportunity and ideas are really for you. Your values lie in your heart. Right? When your heart is in something and your gut is in something, that's a path you might choose to take. Whether that's a little decision about going for a walk, what to make for lunch, who to get in touch with, when to take a break, or when to get some work done. It's important to be aware of the world outside, but also inside. So noticing what you notice. Checking in with your jaw, is it loose? Your tongue, is it heavy at the bottom of your mouth? Scanning your body, breathing into the tension you feel in your face, your chest, your gut, your legs, your fingers, your toes. And noticing that this is a mindset that you can adopt at any time. Just taking a few moments to become aware, to loosen your jaw and tongue, close your eyes if you can. Even just slowing your breath as you're listening to someone talk to you really brings your nervous system to a place where more information that's productive and helpful can flow through. We have tens of thousands of thoughts each day, and thoughts create habituated patterns. So notice where you can shift your thinking a little bit using mindfulness to think thoughts that'll help you with this new time that we're in. Tune in to my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'll be posting more for you. I really see this as a time to give back because I feel like the information around mindfulness, whether it's mindfulness meditation or how to adopt a mindful mindset, which I'll be talking more about this week specifically, can really help you transform rather quickly. And what better time to take advantage of this social isolation, this, really self-imposed quarantine that is really important to stop the spread of this virus. Use it as a time, it's almost like the caterpillar and the chrysalis in the cocoon, becoming something new in isolation. It's all up to you how you use this time. Yes, there's lots of time to be spent working from home, and it might be inefficient as you get used to it. But noticing where you can reclaim 20 minutes, an hour, 5 minutes, where you can adapt your routines to be more comfortable in this new environment. Noticing what passion projects you might consider Googling, watching some videos about, taking advantage of. What ingredients do you have in the pantry? Where can you engage your family in new ways? Things are shifting politically, economically. It's your time to notice what you notice and adopt a new mindset. So please comment below. Let me know if you have questions, if you have specific requests for how I deliver content, for specific topics, for exercises. Each day I'll be providing some new information about your nervous system, about your mindsets, about mindfulness, about your body, and about how to better adapt to these times and transform as little or as much as you'd like. If you just want to transform so that you're more comfortable day to day, if you want to even think about what can I do with my life once this all blows over in a couple weeks or months, and we come back to a different rhythm than before. You're part of that rhythm. Thank you, and please send your feedback and be well.